morning, YouTube. It's a beautiful day in the neighborhood. Brother just thinking about how I grew up, young brother, without a dad. And these young brothers, man, without dads, it's hard out here. You don't have a dad with that wisdom, and parents don't understand how much wisdom they're walking wisdom. And for you not to give your wisdom to the child is ridiculous. Right? That's your child. You made that child. So, I didn't get a lot of wisdom from my father. I didn't. I got wisdom as I grew up, and I pick and choose what I thought was right. When I was in elementary school, for some reason, I used to go to the 7-Eleven. This is the 80s, okay, mind you. It's the mid-late 80s. Little dude. I say, every time I go in there, this 7-Eleven, this dude never looks at me. He never even looks at me when I go. You know, in the 80s, they had the magazines and shit. Go in there, look at the magazines, right? Even back in the 80s, they didn't have, on the girly magazines, they didn't have, I mean, I don't think I was looking at it, but they didn't have, like, plastic covers on them like they do, right? I don't believe that was my thing. Obviously, I'm a little kid, I don't give a shit. But I do remember seeing they got the girly magazines, got the car magazines, got the rap. So, you know, I'll probably go look at the Word Up magazine. I don't remember what else was out, but either way, I used to go in there and be like, man, this nigga never look at me. And so I say, man, I'm gonna take some. I leave my house and walk all the way to the 7-Eleven. Anybody ever been to Silver Spring? There's a 7-Eleven on New Hampshire and Randolph and Silver Spring. That 7-Eleven's still there. So anybody that know, right? I went to that motherfucking 7-Eleven in the 80s and stole me a Fig Newton. I don't even eat Fig Newtons. It's just the first thing I could feel like comfortable to grab. Right? I grabbed that bitch and smiled all the way home. Why? Why did I do that? Why the fuck did I do that? Who fuck told me to go do that? Nobody told me to do that. I ain't never known nobody to steal shit. At that point, I was a little fucking dude. I ain't hang out with nobody, the neighborhood kids or whatever, but they wasn't doing that shit. That was a pretty decent area I was living in. Niggas up the street, and they was living in big ass houses. Shit, fucking backyards, basketball courts and shit. My sister friends, they have fucking beautiful houses and shit. But either way, ain't nobody tell me that shit. So, all my life I was a thief. For I don't know why. I don't know why. I don't know who said I had to be a thief. You know? Until I got some morals, though. So that's not now. That's then, when I learned some morals. How did I learn morals? I live with my uncle in LA, Los Angeles. I lived with him, and he taught me some morals. He had his family there. He had his business. He took care of what he had to take care of. And that's what taught me. He kicked me out and said, this is not you. You ain't acting right. Can't have this shit around my family. And I got to get the fuck out. And that taught me, like, wow, I wasn't even mad. How could I be mad in his house? That's his house. That's what my thoughts was. Like, that's his house and his family. I was upset, but I wasn't mad. It's like, damn. And I was homeless for a couple seconds. Homeless. And again, I could have been, I don't know, I guess I didn't say this, that. I could have been homeless. Fucking in jail. Doped out. Dead. Career criminal. Could have been all of these things. You know, because that was, felt like, at one point, that was felt like that's where I was destined to go. You know, till I started seeing things. I stopped hanging with people for real, and that's kind of opened my mind up to thinking for myself. I hang with people, because everything around you is their influence too. Every conversation, you got another person's influence on you, and I'm all about self. I don't give a shit what nobody think, for the most part. I mean, you know, and that's hard, but I try to think for myself. Free thinker is what I like to say. I don't have to fucking believe what you say. Who the fuck is you? I believe what I want to believe. I'm an open thinker. Down to be a thinker. So, that was story time, Leon. Have a good day.